Say knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot, bitch, like a hot bitch. It's tough. I lock in, I got this. Radio, drop this. Hot shit, just watch this. I fucking promise. So lit, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it or just let it slip? Or say I wanna be in, cause my rap is tight. No, really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So stand back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot, bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot, bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack. Could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame. You lick dick for fame. A thick chick is slain. A chick picked to lane. I think I've gone insane. I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot, bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. Said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock, knock, I'm on this. I'm hot, bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit.
Liberty, Freedom, Whiskey Podcast. 2 guys unfiltered, unedited, extremely opinionated, drinking whiskey.
What could go wrong?
Be warned, they don't care about your feelings. Just freedom and liberty, and of course, whiskey.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, everybody.
TGIF Friday. We're like, why are you sitting there like you stoned or something?
No, you know Reed Fisher, the guy who sings this place called USA. It's a country song.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, anyway, I'm trying to contact him to see if he'll give us a waiver to use his music.
How you doing, Sarah? Melissa?
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Bam. Before you get in here.
The other, we might trigger some people tonight. You ladies probably ain't gonna like this first story, but this first story we're gonna talk about tonight is all these people always bitching about how bad America is, the United States is this, and the United States is that. Well, let me tell y'all what. You think it's bad here? I'm about to play a little short video.
Oh, I remember this story.
And see how some people in other religions and other countries are, and you're going to say, well, maybe it's not that bad here. Because this is what they are, I think it's Malaysia or something like that. And this woman is, give you a little background on it. She's the female Malaysian minister, and she's sparking outrage. I can't really say her name, Siat Zaluf Yusuf or something. She's the deputy minister for women and family affairs. Let's play the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's pretty vicious.
A Malaysian female minister is being slammed worldwide after she advised husbands to beat their stubborn wives gently to discipline them for unruly behavior.
Y'all heard that, right? Her advice was for the husbands to beat their unruly wives, just gently though, just gently to beat the wife. Okay, let's go on. I mean, it started out good.
Our wives would kill us before
In a
we even got a
2-minute
chance.
video posted on
Right.
Instagram called Mother's Tips, City Zyla Mod Yusof, Deputy Minister for Women and Family, advises husbands to first speak to undisciplined and stubborn wives, and, if they are not compliant, to sleep apart from them.
American women be like, good, I got more room in the bed. I don't want to sleep in there with your farting ass anyway. So I don't think that would work. But I guess wherever they're from, it's like, oh, I can't sleep with my husband in the same bed. So, but that's punishment for them, I guess.
However, if the wife still refuses to take the advice, or change her behavior after the sleeping separation, then the husbands can try the physical touch approach by striking her gently.
Striking her gently. It's like,
Wasn't
woman.
that a song a few
It's
years
like-
ago? Striking her gently with my
Yeah,
blows.
it's like, woman. I done had a stern talk with you.
Now I gotta fucking whack you.
Put you out of the room. Now, if you don't go fix that ham sandwich for me, I'm gonna have to backhand your ass, okay? So, I mean, yeah. Like I said, you can tell this isn't so. Like all these American women and American stuff griping about, and these SJWs and stuff bitching about America. Just think if you lived over here, because I believe it's legal over here, and especially with this religion.
To show his strictness and how much he wants her to change, City Zyla added in the video. She further urged women to speak to their husbands only if they have permission in order to win over their spouse.
You picked that up right there.
Good luck with that.
Whew, yeah.
Speak to your husbands when they are calm, finished eating, have prayed and are relaxed, City Zyla said. When we want to speak, ask for permission first. Her statement has sparked a global outrage, and women's rights group has accused her of normalizing domestic violence.
Oh, really?
No.
One user wrote, "Ladies and gents," saying that husbands must gently beat their wives to discipline them is how you normalize violence against women and children,
It's
said by
gently.
no less than the Malaysian Deputy Minister for Women and
They said
Children.
gently. I mean, she said gently beat.
Oh man, all right.
I'm sorry. That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. Okay, I know in a lot of these other countries and some of these other religions where the women are extremely subservient. I think that's in the I could be wrong, but Muslims or whatever. But yeah, it's like well, I don't know if you notice in like some of the I think China and stuff, the women have to they walk behind their men with their head down and stuff like that. But I mean, this here for women.
I personally have always liked a burqa. I think all women should wear burqas.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What?
What you talking about? That shit on their head covering their faces?
No,
and
the
stuff?
only thing they get to see is like right here.
That's that jihad or whatever they call it. Isn't it?
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. But
Why?
I like it.
Why?
I've seen so many naked people. It's just, I'm just more profoundly interested in people that cover up more.
I mean, it's already bad enough when people still wearing their fucking mask and shit. Now you want to cover them the whole thing. But
I tried to get Jersey to go to prom or whatever the fuck it was with one of them on. I was like, that's the only way you're going.
Well, perfectly dysfunctional. We do not have hot nuts on this podcast.
No.
Just the other podcast. We'll have to come up for something for this one. But we
Babe, can you share the link for the podcast? I can't see it because it's...
We don't have hot nuts on this one. We have you can always go to www.ibeattheshitoutmywife.com and it's legal in this country.
I bet you that's the
I was
website.
like- but I'm like, wow. When I saw this, I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, yes, this shit's real. I mean, the woman says, yeah, just, no. Like I said, so what made me think about those, as much as people bitch about, this country and everything. Oh, could you see it? How many all of these transsexuals that men that want to be women? And
Just walk up to him.
It's like walk up to him and say, "Hey, bitch, get me a sandwich." What? What? I said, "Get me a ham sandwich, bitch." You want to be a woman so bad, that's what you get in Malaysia. Now get. And don't talk back. I didn't give you permission. So I bet you they wouldn't have. I bet you don't have no trannies over there.
No, they stone them to death because they're fucking.
Do not
broken.
type that word in the chat. You'll get banned because it's one of them trigger words for some reason in the chat. Okay.
What the fuck?
What? What's up, Mitch?
It's going my way. Like.
Do you got the next story? You need me to read it while you're doing whatever you're doing?
I'll read it. Hang on.
This is they're replacing the sir and ma'am, or miss, sir and miss, which is totally asinine. Also,
That's a pretty cool speaker. Did you add it to the story yet?
not yet.
Boom, 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 boom. I am not gonna stop saying sir and ma'am. Sorry.
Oh, me neither.
Replace sir and miss to be more gender inclusive. Charity advises. Fuck charity. An education charity has advised schools to move away from using generic term sir or miss for teachers to allow all staff members to have an equal status. In a recent webinar about LGBT plus whatever unicorns inclusion in schools, Ellie Barnes, founder of Educate and Celebrate, advised attendees on two possible models. This thing is fucking written terribly. That could be adopted by schools to promote greater equality. The webinar discussed the hierarchy.
They're going to celebrate it.
Natural. What?
They're going to celebrate it.
Makes me want to put on my stretch pants.
Jesus Christ, don't do it.
Wonderful. The webinar discussed hierarchical nature behind the use of the term sir and miss in the classroom, with miss being lower in status. Fuck yourself. No, it isn't.
I just thought it being, saying yes, sir, miss so-and-so, or ma'am, or this and that. That's being polite.
While teachers have been advised to adopt sir and madam to overcome this.
You say madam, I think of a prostitute,
Yes.
somebody running a whorehouse when you say
Lady
madam.
of the night. She's
Yes,
a madam.
yes, that's what I think of when you say madam.
Like old mama son next door.
Oh, mama's son.
To overcome this, questions remained about how students should address non-binary staff members. You should call them fucking retarded.
Do you speak English?
Do you speak English? The first model suggested replacing the terms with honorifics.
What?
We just making fucking words up. With teachers asking pupils to learn whether they should be addressed as Mr., Miss, or Mr., Mrs., Miss, Doctor, or MX. Malcolm X? What the fuck? Alternatively, Barnes suggested that staff should be called teacher or head teacher.
You better not be giving a teacher no damn head. You get people arrested
There's
for
already
that
enough
shit.
stories about students fucking their
Right.
teachers. They don't need
Damn
a head
it.
teacher. Followed by their surname. The fuck is a surname?
I guess like Teacher Smith, or
Head teacher, madam.
just think of his name's Dick.
The kid.
Head teacher Dick. My name's...
Jesus. The comments were met with criticism during a discussion on ITV's this morning on Tuesday, 15th of February, with presenter Dermot O'Leary telling viewers he thinks it could be an added pressure for the young children.
It's fucking stupid. Is what
Okay,
it
I'm
is.
done fucking
It's
reading
stupid.
Fucking morons.
It is stupid.
Come on, man. Are you a junkie?
It's stupid. Why? It's just being polite.
What is down here?
Half the kids nowadays don't have any manners. They're like, yeah, what?
Or it's, hey, motherfucker.
It pisses me off
say?
so bad that these kids nowadays have no manners. But now let's just change it. I mean, come on. Well, kids not having manners is the parents' fault. That's whose fault it is, because they wasn't taught any manners growing up. So.
That's the difference between us and them. We were hit as children when we fucked up. They were putting time out.
No, they were giving Rice Krispie treats and a hug and a kiss and said, "Here's a trophy for being a little prick,
Little bitch.
little prick." All right, so that's stupid. I saw that and I'm like, really? I mean, come on.
This next story is just about as bad.
Yeah, I tried to get a video on it, but I couldn't get it to play correctly, so we don't. I'm just going to have to read the damn thing. So, but
I didn't get a chance to go over all of his stories, so there's a good chance we might just be talking about trannies all night.
We're not talking about trannies all. It's not going to be all night, just a few of them. And these aren't trannies. This is non-binary. Well, I said I'm going to read it. I don't think. Hold on. I'm going to have to play the audio. It's.
You want me to read it?
As soon as the audio, here we go.
In Fox Education, gender non-binary, it may be a foreign concept to some, but the teachers at Magnolia School of Excellence are learning what it means and how to support those students.
What's up, Aaron?
Fox 33's Lynn Vance has more.
Hey, Aaron.
Disturbing filter.
So non-binary essentially means if an individual does not identify as.
Now, I don't want anybody to assume this person's sexual preference by the sound of his voice.
Gay? You want to see my pecker?
A male or female.
Marquivia Campbell is a teacher at Magnolia School of Excellence.
This is up in Shreveport
Recently,
in Louisiana.
he's been teaching his colleagues about gender identity. Principal Mary Nash Robinson asked him to lead a professional development day after a parent told her their child was non-binary.
And then there was another case, and another case, and another case. And if
the problem with this non-binary and all this shit now is these kids nowadays look at shit as like a fad. It's cool to be this or that. Look how many kids come out as bisexual and it was cool to be bisexual and shit like that. They're just following the fads. If it was cool to walk around with a dildo stuck to their head, guess what? We'd have a bunch of kids running around. We could actually call them real dickheads because they would have dildos stuck to their heads.
If you're a dude and you take a dick in the butt, you are not bi. You are gay. It's just, you're gay.
I'm just saying it's a fad for these kids because this lady's saying, "Oh, this one came out as non-binary, and this one came out, and this one came out." That's because it's the cool thing to do right now. Haven't you watched TV? They pushing this shit.
you know, parents are saying this to me, and these students are in classrooms with teachers, then it becomes very important to me that teachers understand how it is that they need to work with and deal.
What is it to teachers' business what sex dysphoria these children have? Shouldn't they be, these teachers, especially in a grade school situation, be teaching these kids how to read, write, do science stuff and stuff like that,
yes,
and not be worrying about if they are a boy or girl, or they identify, well, Aaron identifies as a unicorn, they identify as a cat or dog. I mean, it's none of these teachers' business. What happened to reading, writing, and arithmetic? Now it's reading, writing, and do you have a dick? So, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean,
it's kind of like
let's get back to teaching.
Drag queens fucking teaching classes and shit.
I mean, let's get back to teaching the kids.
Deal with these students so that they can be the most successful.
As the student, you want to be sure that your teacher understands you and values
I want my teacher
you, but most importantly,
me.
won't judge you.
According to Mr. Campbell, out of all LGBTQ individuals, 1 in 4 youths and 11% of adults identify as non-binary.
I'd like to see if that's a real stat, 'cause that seems a little high to me. 11% of the adult population is now non-binary.
Jesus Christ.
I feel very in the middle, just a very gray zone with my identity.
Bree Silva is the first non-binary person to ever win the title of Miss Louisiana US of A Diva.
What the fuck is that shit?
Exactly, Aaron. Be a dickhead.
The first Miss Louisiana Diva. Let's just say it's a drag queen competition, because that's what the fuck it is.
Oh, dude, let's enter it.
2022.
No, you can dress up. You got the stretch pants. You go right ahead. Yeah.
They think Magnolia is setting the bar for other schools.
To be able to find out who you are and be able to make space for you, who you are, and have teachers that are supportive of that is just really beautiful. And I think we need more programs like that statewide and nationwide.
No, we don't.
For Fox 33, I'm Lynn Vance.
That's the stupidest shit ever.
Babe, can I be a drag queen?
There's two things. There's boys and there's girls. You either have a penis or you have a vagina. I'm non-binary. I'm neither male or female. Or so you're hermaphrodite? They do have a word for that. It's called a hermaphrodite. It's not just how I'm feeling that day. I woke up today and I don't know. I feel like a dog, and I don't know why the cops arrested me for shitting in my front yard. Well, I don't know. I mean, I identified as a Doberman Pinscher that day, and then the cops added another charge when they came and made me stop, and I bit one of them. Woof, woof. I mean, come on, people. Fuck.
That fucker down.
You know? I mean, it's just, all this shit's just so stupid. It's like I woke up. It's like I woke up in the Matrix. It's glitching like a motherfucker.
We're in opposite world.
They need to fix it. It's glitching because when I was a teenager, if you'd have told me when I was in my 50s that all this crap would be going on, that, you know, you can't turn the TV on without seeing, you know, homosexual stuff, which I don't care if you want to be homosexual, be it. Stop trying to drive it down everybody's freaking throat, though. It's ridiculous. Now you got all these...
Shove it down their throat.
Yeah, all this sexuality does not need to be in school, period. These kids don't know what they want to be, especially in grade school. I wanted to be an astronaut. How'd that work out for me? It didn't. I also wanted to be Spider-Man at one point in my life. Okay.
I wanted to be a fireman, but I couldn't pass the test, so I became a police officer.
So I just think in the other teachers, well, we need the teachers. The teachers shouldn't be talking to the kids about this shit at all. None. Aaron says he identifies as a politician. Everyone give me money for being a worthless bag of crap. And you can crap in your pants, too, Aaron, if you're a politician.
My button wiped.
So, all right, I'm going to get off the soapbox with it.
I stopped monkeying around.
I'll stop monkeying around. Smart ass.
Hey, did you know after he died, somebody stole Einstein's brain? No? No, you didn't know that?
So, look, they actually have a Spider-Man mask. I'm being patriotic today. Look. I was going to come on a Snoop Dogg, and Bam said no. Yeah, I know, Melissa. Here we go. He is addicted to useless information facts. Yeah, butt's been wiped by Holstera.
Snoop Dogg. Da 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 da.
This next one actually, I got audio for it. It's not a video, but I do have audio. It's another school thing because school boards now are deciding to we're bringing segregation back because segregation is cool again. Right, Joe?
All right.
School board defends their segregated meeting. So let me play. The school board decided to have separate meetings where the white parents had a meeting with them and the black parents had a meeting with them. I thought this was the reason Martin Luther King and the whole civil rights era went through, was so we could get rid of this shit. So Rosa Parks, you know, let's just move her back to the front of the bus. I mean, since y'all are going back to segregation, what they fought against. So Let me do this. And we'll listen to the audio of it. I say we will. Here it is.
It's not really a dialogue, it is input, but I do want to say a few words. I'm sorry for anybody who feels that that was an indication of segregation. It was really an intent from the board to be able to hear from our historically marginalized families. We wanted to be able to have an environment where they could share freely and honestly and feel vulnerable. And so we have heard from those families before, and we understand that sometimes the environment isn't comfortable. So having them surrounded by other people similar to them makes it easier. So our intent was to create more welcoming an environment and to be more inclusive versus to exclude anyone. We did change our language on the wording. We listened to some people that have given us feedback. All of the meetings are open to any families to attend. And we invite you to either attend one or more of the focus group meetings or fill out the survey. But our intent is to be expansive and inclusive.
Don't you love how they use some of these words? Expansive and inclusive. It's all fucking bullshit. It's segregation is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, all it is just segregation. So they said they reached out to what? So the black people parents said they felt better not being around the white people, or did the white people? So I mean, it's so fucking stupid. Of course, this was in Washington, Seattle, Washington.
But you know what? I want them to do. I want everybody to do a favor. Stop calling a black man and just call him a man.
Yep.
And
you notice when I'm reading
a white man a man. You're just a man. We're all part of a race, the human race. Okay? This fucking racism shit is stupid. There is not blatant racism everywhere. Okay? They're creating shit where there isn't a fucking problem.
That's correct. If you notice when I'm reading stories on this one or on the other one, I never mention the color of the person, even though the story has it in there, because he's reading along with it too, and I skip over it because it's not important. The person's color of skin is not important. And the school board up there, is one of the meetings was labeled meeting for parents or guardians of color with students of color. I mean, like I said, we're going backwards. We're going backwards. Segregation's a bad thing. Okay? And they say, well, we got this, we got that. Well, I mean, it happens in any culture. Most people live around the same type of people as them, or the same color people. It's just how it is. That's how people, like you have more people in a neighborhood, you got more black people, you have more white people. It's not because we're segregating each other. It's just where people move at.
Right.
But
I
for
give
you,
shit less. If you're good people, you're good people. I got people over my house from cookouts all the time.
Well,
one of my best friends is a man next door that fires up a hell of a barbecue. Every time he makes some, I always tell him I got to eat.
Well, I tell anybody, somebody said something to one time. I said, I don't care who moves in next to me, as long as they're decent. I would rather have a nice black couple than a trashy white couple living next to me. I just want decent people, period, living next to me. I don't care what your race, religion, or creed is, as long as you're a decent individual.
What he's saying is I can't live next to him.
No, he's greasy.
Strutting around in my stretch pants.
Yeah, I would have to call the cops on you. But I just think it's stupid. The school board and stuff is going. They're going backwards. We're going to segregate stuff now, or we're going to go back to all the white kids eat at 11 o'clock, and all the black kids eat at 11:30 in the lunchroom. We got to segregate them while they're eating.
Yep, white and black water.
Yeah, we got water fountains and bathrooms and all this stuff. Classrooms. I mean, we're going to that, or we're going back. It feels like we're going backwards. It's
a wise man
ridiculous.
Once said that a nation that forgets its history is destined to repeat it.
And so just be decent. Don't make them waving axe around. It's Yeah, it's true, and it's just ridiculous. This stuff pisses me off. I know we got quite a few. Well, I don't know about on this one, but I know a lot of people in the state of Washington. Listen, I feel sorry for y'all. If I was at one of these things, I'd be like, nope, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go to the opposite meeting that you want me to go to, just to show you. We're not gonna do this segregation shit. It's bad. You want to read some of this next one?
Yeah. What is this doing?
What gets me on this one, I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. What gets me on this one is the signs that he's about to talk about. A lot of them are promote hatred and stuff like that. So, but let's go ahead and we'll talk about it, and then I'll play the little video. Let me play the video, and then we'll let you read it. How's that? It's a little short video.
Now time for our DC thing. It's been a little over a year since the Black Lives Matters signs were taken down from a fence in Lafayette Park. More than 800 signs were removed by volunteers. Many of them were put away safely into storage. Well, now the Library of Congress has begun digitizing some of the pieces of artwork, signs, and photographs. Take a look at them. Some of them were quite elaborate, quite nice.
You hear this idiot?
According to the library's blog, 33 of the pieces are now on the library.
Oh, take a look at them. They're quite elaborate. Yeah, just take a look at some of them.
That shit's racist.
I mean, just read some of them and we back it up.
George Floyd, never forget.
Volunteers, many of them were
I'll
put
pause
away
it when it gets
safely
closer.
into storage. Well, now the library.
All right, we got white silence is violence. Okay, we got the little raised up Black Panther fist thing going on right here.
Wakanda forever.
If you have a problem with defense, take it up with Trump. Really?
Congress has begun digitizing some of the pieces of artwork,
Defund
signs, and photographs.
ACAB, which we all know is all cops are bastards or whatever. I say badass.
Yeah, all cops are badass.
On the library's website to preserve a little piece of history for the future, and that makes this a DC thing.
I love
no justice, no peace, racist police. I hope the white people don't torture me. I'm black. I hope the black people don't torture me. I'm trans. I mean, really?
They are able to digitalize them so
Yes.
that everyone can see this gallery.
And the ones that they've chosen, I mean, these are great signs, and it captures.
Yeah, what he said? These are just really great signs. This fucking idiot.
There's a moment in time.
Can't wait to visit with my grandkids and say.
Can't wait to bring my grandkids. Show them, why don't you show them the videos and then burning the fucking city down?
We were alive when this happened.
Yeah.
So.
Guy sounds like Freebird.
It's just great times. It's just great. I mean, in the meantime, wow, they're gonna save and preserve that shit. They fucking tore down statues that were of historical figure.
They tore down Martin Luther King's fucking statue.
So that when Christopher Columbus. So let's tear that down in history, but we're going to preserve that shit for the future if people can see. I say burn the shit down.
Well,
if you want to burn shit down, let's burn it down. Let's tear it all down. No history. No history ever again. We just take that subject out of school. Kids don't even have to learn history. What happened today?
Y'all see that flamethrower that they sell at Rural King? Tractor Supply? Had to make short work of that shit.
Well, they digitalizing them now. So, I mean, it's like, we got to save them. Well, what about all these statues y'all destroyed? Historical buildings and stuff like that. What about that? But we're going to save this shit. Racist, violent propaganda. Let's just save it. That's what they're saving. So I can't wait to bring my grandkids there and show them. Oh, that's beautiful pieces of art. No, it's fucking not. You're a dumbass.
Well, matter of fact, when I was there visiting you, remember we went down to the square in Nolans, and that fucking liberal lady was like, "Oh my god," because y'all got that statue up.
Oh yeah, when we were looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to say stupid bitch, but I didn't.
Go back to wherever you live at if you don't like it. It's just it's freaking stupid. That shit just I'm getting. This is almost as bad as the pedophile episode on the other one.
We don't even need to read it. The story did enough.
Well, no. Well, I just wanted to mention this next one. And hopefully she's flying in somewhere else, because if I'm asked to do this escort on that day, I'm going to be sick. I ain't going to make it to work that day.
Oh, shit. You want me to read it?
The Camel Toe Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and read it.
I ain't even going to say, okay. Camel Toe Harris confirmed to be planning a trip to Lafayette. First off, the bitch needs to be doing her job and trying to prevent a war.
How about her being at the border, stop all them illegals coming in?
Right. Harris is planning a trip to Lafayette on February 25th. Members of Louisiana congressional delegation confirmed to USA Today Network's Friday. Now, is it USA Today or was it Friday? Anyway, Republican Acadian Congressman Clay Higgins. Ain't that the black dude that smokes weed?
Negative. That's the white dude that was a cop that was doing commercials with the gun saying, "We're coming after your stupid asses."
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
No, he's a straight up Republican. He's not.
Gotcha.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he was the dude that tells people to run over people.
So, yeah.
Either way, he said his office was informed Friday morning of the Vice VP's planned visit to Higgins' 3rd District. So far, we don't have any details, which isn't unusual for presidential or vice presidential visits, Higgins says, but I hope she's coming with positive news. Higgins said he will be out of the country and unable to greet Harris.
I'm sure he's upset about that.
Yeah, right. 2nd District Congressman Troy Carter of New Orleans, of course, they'll be there. The only Democrat member of Louisiana's congressional delegation said he planned to join Harris and Acadian.
That's not even close to his area. I'd like to know why the fuck is she going to Lafayette? I mean, I don't understand why she's going there.
She's going to talk about the racism in the South. Second, either way, Carter said he doesn't yet have details on the visit. It's wonderful to have the vice president come to Louisiana, Carter said. Whenever the spotlight of the country is focused on our region, it gives us the opportunity to bring more resources home to address our needs. You needs to clean up your fucking city. You needs to stop letting people sleep on the sidewalk.
That's New Orleans, not Lafayette.
No, the New Orleans district.
Yeah. But she's going to Lafayette. But like I said, I hope we don't get no call to help escort, because I'm not putting my life on the line for this bitch. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
I'm sure they already were aware of our podcast and won't be calling you. Yeah.
I guess. Anyway, let's get on from that crap, because Camel Toe's coming to visit. Big deal. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else where they want to see you. All right, let's get on to this dumbass here. Okay. This one right here. Boom. We know who he is? That's right, all our California friends. The ones that are stuck behind enemy lines over there in the great communist state of California.
You know, he looks like Trudeau.
You know what he looks like to me?
Piece of shit.
This right here. Boom, boom. I'm a fucking idiot. That's what he is. That's what he is. If I don't think we get in trouble with it, I ought to put like a dick hanging out of his mouth or something like that.
Oh, you could show nudity on Facebook, just not adult intercourse.
Okay. Well, I just put he's an idiot. Yeah, just right, a rubber dog. California Governor Newsom plans a new agency to combat right-wing news information. So basically, it's socialism and censorship is what he's promoting now. He announced plans to create a state agency designed to combat what is defined as misinformation, coming from conservative-focused news channels, including Fox, Newsmax, and One America News.
Wait till he finds out that the news channels are right.
Well, how about the misinformation that CNN and them putting out? What about, the dirty dossiers and all that, and the Russia collusion and all that shit with Trump, when it was fucking Hillary that was spying on the president, which is illegal as shit. Her ass should be in prison right now. But that's what you ought to be doing.
Well, wait a minute now. If he creates this department, the gondola slings both ways.
Deadline reported Newsom is seeking to create an Office of Community Partnership and Strategic Communications as part of his proposed 2022-23 budget. During a press conference with the governor, defined the agency as a strategic partnership unit and a communications unit. How about we call it a socialist, left-wing, non-freedom of speech unit? How about we call it that? Designed to support and amplify local and community-based partnerships with the goal of offering what he viewed as countering the conservative news source. See, he just said right there, he just wants to counter the conservative people.
Like us. We would not be allowed in California.
I'm not going to go to California. No, our friends over there that listen, no, I'm sorry.
Y'all can come to Louisiana and we'll
Florida.
Eat food with you.
Yeah. Newsom berated One America News for being perhaps one of the great disinformation networks in America, for spreading a lot of misinformation about the COVID-19 pandemic.
Why? Because they always got pictures of him not wearing a fucking mask in public. Is what it is.
Adding that the other major broadcasters in this media sector were equally at fault for putting out incorrect information. I'm not just referring to Newsmax or the primetime propaganda lineup at Fox News and all their pundits that safely have been boosted, fully vaxxed, and that continue to promote a lot of misinformation. He said, "Forgive me for being so pointed and candid. People are literally losing their lives." They are? Okay. The reason
because of shootings.
The Fox News organization, so I think they had their people were vaccinated. Well, I'm not. Just like I think Sean Hannity and stuff says it. If you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. Ben Shapiro, he's vaccinated. He supports vaccines, but he's like, it still should be a choice, though.
Right.
I'm not.
That's cool if you want to go get it.
I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm anti-mandate.
Fact.
I get other vaccines. I just didn't get that one. But I'm just anti-mandate. Don't try to make somebody do it. Newsom cited an example of the former Washington State trooper Robert LeMay, who refused to be vaccinated and was fired from his job in October. We remember him. He dropped the mic and stuff after 20 years of being on duty. He created a viral sensation on his last day of duty when he put a video online telling Washington Governor Jay Inslee to kiss his ass. He was praised by Fox News host Lauren Ingram for awakening what she described as a sleeping giant of vaccine resistance. LeMay later contracted COVID and died last month from the disease. Okay.
Did he?
Yeah, he did die. And he got COVID and died, but did COVID kill him, or did he get pneumonia because he had COVID and die? Or did he have other medical issues? Okay, he did die. But that's not saying he wouldn't have died if he would have got the vaccine.
He would have just died sooner.
There was a tragic example, he said. A state trooper in Washington State quit because he couldn't take it anymore and lost his life because of those propaganda networks. No, he lost his life because it was just his time to go.
He died a free man.
He chose not to take it. He wasn't forced to put something in his body. How would you like for me to come up with a mandate that Governor Newsom has to walk around with the biggest gauged butt plug they have out there every single day with a horsetail sticking out of it that's colored like a unicorn? You have to walk. I'm mandating that Governor Newsom has to walk around with a unicorn butt plug every fucking single day when he's out in public.
You probably like it.
Well, I'm just saying though, but he don't want to stick that in his body. Well, he may want to, but I'm sure he don't want to be told he has to stick this in his butt.
Oh, fuck.
Says if you are blindly looking up, oh, that's something else.
Stop reading the commercial.
Yeah, I'm reading a commercial. But anyway, he's wanting to do that, and just shut down. Basically, it sounds like to me he wants to start this agency and just shut down all the news networks that don't agree with
there was a
what
guy that
he
did that
agrees
back
with.
in the 1940s.
They had another guy that did that too in Germany.
That's what I said.
Murdered a whole bunch of Jews and stuff like that too. Called Hitler.
Yep, that's what's coming next.
And so I mean that's what it is. And he just fucking people in California keep voting fucking dumbasses like this in. Fucking just no. I'm sorry. I mean, I've been in California when I was in Marine boot camp, but I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go visit. Sorry. I'm just not going. I'm not going to go behind enemy lines.
You were over there at 29 Palms.
You want to read the
California bill
the
would
next
have
one? Yeah.
California bill would have citizens enforce weapons bans. No. Something Del Mar, California. California Governor Newsom. I'm gonna start calling him Nazi Newsom. Proposed
That's a big
Friday
one.
letting private citizens in his state sue gun makers to stop them from selling assault weapons, just as Texas lets its residents sue abortion providers to stop the procedures, then essentially dared the U.S. Supreme Court to treat both issues the same. Well, this is actually who is it? Smith and Wesson's fault or no?
Remington, wasn't it? Remington just got sued and paid money.
Remington's fault.
$74 million to Sandy Hook parents.
You're right. That's exactly what's going to happen. And then you're going to turn around. You're going to have sons of bitches fucking suing automakers because they got in a car wreck. Okay. You're going to have people suing McDonald's.
I'm suing McDonald's, man, because McDonald's made me fat. I didn't make myself fat. McDonald's made me fat. I'm suing the fork manufacturers because if they didn't have forks, I wouldn't be able to eat that fast.
Yeah, I got to sue McDonald's because, they only have the McRib at a certain time, so I have to eat 5 of them at a time to get my fill,
I'm suing Jack Daniels for making me feel all loopy when I drink too much of their drink.
Yeah, or you get a DUI, so you sue the, the liquor maker. Fucking stupid. At a news conference in the coastal town of Del Mar, north of, you know what? We don't even really.
We don't
really
need.
don't even need to cover it.
You don't need to read it.
It's fucking absurd. This guy up here, and you properly named, put a label on his head, Nazi fucking Newsom. First off, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed is written into our Constitution. There is nothing in the Constitution about abortions. Okay?
Nope.
So fuck off, Newsom.
Well, like I said, if y'all don't know what we're talking about on Remington, we didn't cover the story. Remington, the Sandy Hook shooting, we all heard about it. All them kids that got shot. The parents sued Remington, who makes the AR-15 rifle, the Bushmaster, I believe.
And they settled. And
they settled with them for like $73 million. Probably, I'm thinking they probably settled with them because it was going to be cheaper for them to give them $73 million than it was to fight them in court, which puts a bad precedent, though, because now it's like...
Now there's case law.
Yeah, so... like I said, I'll say it before and say it 100 times. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. I can put a gun laying right here in front of this table right here and fully loaded, and guess what? It's not going to kill nobody. The only way that gun's going to kill somebody is if I pick it up, point it at that person, and pull the fucking trigger. That means I killed that person. You know what? Pencils, you can kill somebody with a pencil. You can, I think it is in China or Japan or somewhere. It's right there. Guns are outlawed and stuff over there. Go read the stats over there on how many people are murdered by stabbing with scissors and shit like that.
I'd rather be shot.
I'm just saying, though, it's not going to slow nothing down.
No.
It's going to use another weapon to kill somebody with.
Right.
But these fucking idiots in California, I don't know why everybody thinks that California and New York and stuff like that need to set the example or set the standard for everybody else.
Because they're the land of the liberals.
It's always been like that. Even when I was growing up, them standardized tests they used to make us take.
Right.
That all came out of California and shit like that.
Of course it did. Well, I mean, I don't know how that was allowed because I think everything under the sun is known in the state of California to cause cancer. This fucking little paper clip right here could give you cancer if you're in, California. But as long as I'm in Florida, it's fine. It won't hurt me.
Oh yeah, this dude right here. I know California's beautiful, got nice weather and all that stuff like that. First of all, y'all's freaking taxes are so fucking high. People are moving out.
Florida's a lot more beautiful than Cali.
It's the cost of living in California is fucking stupid. Cost of living in New York is fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. I mean, you buy, you watch on some of the TV shows and stuff, or go look it up. It's like, oh, it's a $3 million house, and it's like 1,800 square foot living. It's like, right. Okay, well, the same size house or bigger down here costs you, $200,000.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day.
And it's like, but you're paying $3 million for what? You ain't getting, and you can go outside and cut your grass with fucking pair of scissors. It makes no sense. And I don't know. I would, if I lived in California and had the means to get out, I would. I'd leave all them liberals over there to their liberal selves.
I'm telling you, one of these days that fault line's gonna give, and fucking California's gonna be an island. Yeah, we should all barricade it and not allow him to build a bridge back either.
But he's a fucking idiot.
We get to cover our friends to the north. I'm actually convinced that since they followed our podcast, we've been gaining followers at a rapid pace. So I bet you there's probably a good amount of truckers.
Now, we're going to talk about the trucker stuff again, the Freedom Convoy. We talked about it before.
It's the third week.
I sent it to him today. I happened to be scrolling through some, TikTok is just rampant with. If you ever want to see the demise of society, get on TikTok and just hit the little live button and watch just lives and start scrolling through it. And the amount of the transgender people on there and the liberals on there will make your stomach turn. It is ridiculous.
That's only on yours. My shit don't do that.
Not in the For You page. It's not that. Go to the top, look at it. It says live. If you press live, it just starts scrolling through everybody that's live. Everybody.
Oh.
I'm not going. It's not on my For You page. I hit the little thing and it just scrolls through everybody that's live. And the amount of them on there is sickening. And I was scrolling today and I came across a live feed, and they were in Canada. It was somebody in the protest in Canada when the cops were actually pushing them back. Why? I don't know why they were pushing them back. They were just standing there. They wasn't doing nothing. But they started pushing them back and stuff like that. But I found a video. I think they arrested. I actually saw some of the people on the live video I was watching. They started arresting some people and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's 9 or 19 or some shit.
No, I think it's up to 70. I think they're arrested now.
So I want to read this real quick. It has to do with the truckers, and this is why the trucks can't be moved. They just won't be. So heavy-duty towing experts say it will be difficult or impossible to move the hundreds of heavy trucks entrenched in Ottawa's midtown unless the drivers allow it. That's the key. CBC counted 40 trucks on the street and 109 on Wellington Street Friday, with the dozens more on the streets spread around the downtown core. Then on Saturday, Ottawa police said 500 heavy trucks still remained in the so-called convoy. Either way, truck Lloyd Crow from Pidden, Ontario, has been parked for a couple blocks away from Parliament Hill since last week, but he's not worried about being towed. If you know anything about air brakes, once you pull that button, all 18 wheels are locked. We told CBC on Wednesday. Nothing can move it except maybe a huge wrecker. And no wrecker worth his salt is going to come anywhere near this because they're on our side. The reason they're on their side is because these tow trucks don't tow cars, they tow semis. That is their clientele. I mean, those are their friends. They're not going to tow them fucking rigs because as soon as they do, that business will never tow another rig in Canada. Those fucking trucks, once the air brakes are locked, you can't just drag a semi like you can a Miata, okay? They're not moving unless they're freed up.
My thing is just say they arrested the people. What I think's funny is the old dictator Trudeau over there, the same person that's complaining about these people. And the whole thing's over the vaccine stuff. Is he was out there marching with Black Lives Matter in Canada in the middle of the pandemic, but that was okay. They shut the roads down and marching and doing all that, and he was out there with them. But dictator Trudeau don't like this because they're not following his commands. Now he's pulling up some old laws or something they have out there. Basically, it's almost like martial law. And they arrested, I think, like 70 of them today or something like that. I feel sorry for our friends in Canada that are fighting to keep their freedom because this Trudeau he's just like, dictator in chief over there. So y'all keep up the fight. That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely, we're with you, 110%.
But it's I mean, hell, what happened? What was in Seattle? They had the Summer of Love when they took over a complete city block. And
right.
And they
the autonomous zone.
They wouldn't let the cops go in and take it back. They just let them, live there. Their Summer of Love. Well, this is just the winter of love in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no difference. They're not. At least they're not burning shit down and robbing and stealing and doing all that stuff.
No, they're all. If you've seen it, I mean, they've got kids playing with Legos out there. They're all dancing and singing and carrying on with each other. They're enjoying being free. That's all the people want is to be free. We're sick of this fucking shit.
Yep.
It's been too damn long with too many lies. We just want our proper freedoms that we were born with. Inalienable rights. I don't have to stick a fucking needle in my arm, and I will not. And that's my choice with my body. And I mean, I understand the whole "my body, my choice."
Well, that goes back to the pro-choice people that agree with killing babies. They're like, it's my body, my choice. You can say, well, it's the same thing. No, it's different because
You're right. You're killing a whole ass human. I just don't want a shot.
This is different, because if you get in the shot, you're helping keep other people. No, I'm not. Because if you have the shot, you're safe, right? So why does it matter if I have it? They try to twist and turn shit around so bad only when it fits their narrative. Only when it fits their narrative. All right, we'll move on. We'll keep up. If you can go, like I said, if you want to go look at TikTok like that and try to find it, they had a lot of live feeds on the Canadian stuff. Like I said, this guy was actually live streaming why they were being pushed back, and I saw some people be arrested and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy. This next one, I'm not gonna.
You got the video or no?
I'm not gonna play it. We just talked about it. It's just kind of about what we already talked about. Cuomo's or not.
That's what I'm talking about, Cuomo.
I don't have a video on him.
Oh, you want me to read it?
You ain't got to read it. We can just talk about it real quick. I mean, it's not that great a story. I just wanted to mention it since it's
the raper in chief of New York. The Cuomo sued by a New York trooper who claimed he sexually harassed her. I mean, but nowadays, I mean, the Iceman could tell you because he just did his continuing education. You can't even, like, down here in the South, we'll call somebody darling. It's a term of endearment. Like, our waitress. Hey, darling, can I get the check? But apparently that's sexual harassment.
Well, it says what she's accusing him of is that he sexually harassed her by commenting on her appearance. I mean, did he say, oh, you look very nice? Or did he say, girl, you got a fat ass? I mean, it depends on how he commented on her appearance.
Nah, he slapped her on the ass and said, that's a sexy ass cock.
Yeah. but I'm just saying, I guess it depends on how he complimented her appearance. And then he asked her to find him a girlfriend who could handle some pain. I just think I just threw it in my mouth a little bit. And steering their conversations towards sex. He also used his physical proximity to Trooper One to touch her which you don't be touching people without permission. I'm not even a hugger.
He was like, "You need to call me Big Dick Daddy with the candy balls," and she was like, "No, that's the Iceman."
He said he touched her inappropriately, including by running his finger down the center of her back, of her spine, basically from the top of her neck, basically midway down his pointer finger, and he said, "Hey, you." How you doing? Trooper also alleges that DeRosa, who served as Cuomo's chief of staff, concealed the governor's harassment, the lawsuit claimed. He was involved in hiding the governor's behavior. She's seeking damages for severe mental anguish and emotional distress.
I don't know. I think it's.
Well, if he was touching on her and rubbing his hand down her back and doing,
she's wearing her vest, he wouldn't have felt nothing.
I'm just saying though, he still shouldn't have been touching her. Period.
Well, I mean, I fucking get it, but I don't know. It goes back to the whole thing of all these people in Hollywood that fooled around with people, and then all of a sudden, hey, I want the limelight. I was raped while I was drunk. You know, you can't believe them all. And the bad thing is I don't know. It's fucking his word versus her.
It is, but if he did it, he shouldn't have done it. But personally, if she's a state trooper, I don't know. I mean,
she's Trooper 1.
Did she?
I don't know what the fuck it means.
Because because they didn't disclose her identity. I don't want to sound callous by saying it, but her being a state trooper and her training and everything, did that really cause her so much distress that she had mental problems from it?
And if it did, she should have placed him in custody the minute he did it.
So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Is it a money grab? I don't know. If he did touch her, he shouldn't have done that. And that is, sexual assault or whatever it is. He's a pervert, so I wouldn't put it past him.
I guess.
Yeah, or sexual battery. I mean, he's a pervert, and
I don't even think it'd be construed as sexual battery.
I don't know.
Because it was just her back. He would have to grab her ass or her tits.
It's a simple battery, maybe.
It is a simple battery. That's what I'm saying. She should have said something immediately, not years later.
Or if she did, I think they said they were covering it up.
Well, she didn't say enough.
I don't know. I just wouldn't throw it out there because I don't like him either. So
no, I don't like him, but,
we'll see how it comes out. I'm sure it'll be something else being new. This next one we ain't going to read. I just saw it because me and Holster kind of play in the stock market a little bit. Him a little more money than I do. But if y'all do play in a little bit, this Ukraine shit has the stock market in the shithole right now, okay? I don't know about him, but I'm in the red, not the black at the moment. Really?
I go in the red, I'll fucking cry. But
I'm not that far down, but I came up a little bit because I sold some other stuff that was up a little bit, and I bought
Shiba's skyrocketed.
I bought some stock in a Chinese company that sells like edible mushrooms and stuff like that, and it actually doing pretty good. So yeah, I'm in the mushroom business now.
Yeah, I'm up 37%, but I'm down in general.
No, Shiba ain't up. It's that way down from just the other day.
It's 37% up.
On my end.
Yeah.
I was showing down.
Okay. Well, you bought it later than me. I got it really fucking cheap.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just the other day it was like at 34 and it's down to like 28. So anyway, the stock market's down. So just tell you, I'm not no stock expert. I don't think he is either. Just hold on to your shit. Or
wait for Trump to come back. Once he does, it's going to skyrocket, everybody.
Or why the shit isn't in a shitter right now. If to me personally, if you have some extra money in the why all these stocks are dropping, that's when to buy the shit and just hold it. If you have the extra money to play with, that's what I would do anyway. But don't take any financial advice from me on stock market stuff.
Yes, legally, we are not allowed to give you any kind of advice.
I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying what I'm doing when I have a little bit of extra. So.
But if y'all were to go buy like 100 million shares of Shiba USD, you know, I'd love you forever. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you need a link to download the app to go ahead and do that.
You're just trying to get free stocks now.
Yeah, because you'll get free stocks and I get free stocks. We'll just cut Iceman completely out of the
just
loop.
cut me completely out of it. We're right at the end here. The last story. We all know that Russia is at the border of Ukraine.
Yeah, they just went to like 190,000 troops or something, didn't they?
And Biden's handling of the Ukraine, being soft-handed, and basically he's a demented old man that probably forgets that he's president half the time.
We did it, Joe.
Don't think that China's not watching this shit, people, because they just watching to see what's going on with Russia, and if it's as soft-handed and cuddly as he's being with Russia, watch out. China's going to invade Taiwan and take Taiwan over.
Fucking know it.
China wants Taiwan back. And they don't think them Chinese ain't sitting back watching right now and waiting. And if Russia basically goes in and gets what they want, I don't want to go to war with Russia at all. Ukraine has nothing for us, really. But
that's where all Hunter's money is spent.
But China's watching, because if Russia goes in and takes Ukraine, the next one is China's going in and taking Taiwan.
And then they're going to start taking other nations and other nations.
Well, China's...
what's weird is we have a convention against that. You can't do domination anymore and take land. I mean, obviously they can do whatever the fuck they want, but you're not supposed to.
Well,
ever since
we're talking about China and Russia, though. Really, I don't think they really don't care about no treaties and shit like that. Okay, I'm not worried. China's not going to attack us because we owe so much money to China. They're just going to buy us. They're going to own us if it keeps going. So, but Biden is too cuddly. He's a weak president, and anybody who thinks otherwise is drinking kid off of the grape Kool-Aid.
You've been drinking too much.
Because I don't know about wherever y'all at. I watched the gas prices just in the last day. Yesterday, gas out here was like $3.19 for regular unleaded. Today it was $3.39. One day it went up that much. It keeps going. If it keeps going, this shit's going to be $6-7 a gallon. People are not going to be able to afford to drive their cars barely. And out in places like where I live, we don't in the general area I live, we don't have public transportation. So it's not like we're going to walk out to the bus stop and catch a bus and go nowhere.
Bullshit. You just jump on one of them fucking 2,000-pound dogs and ride it to the liquor store.
Well, no, I'm just saying. So, I mean, people say, all these city people say, hey, we just ride. No. Gas prices going up. Guess what else is going to go up when these gas prices keep going up? Your food prices are going to go through the roof.
When diesel goes up, food goes up.
How do you think the food gets to the store? It's truck driver. Electricity is already done went up. It's going to go through the roof where people aren't going to be able to afford to cool or heat their home. I mean, hell, it's already during the wintertime over here. It usually costs me at the clubhouse. It usually costs me like $40 a month. Yeah. Well, because of the energy prices going up around here, it's costing me almost $100 a month. Now, the main house, it usually costs about $110. It's still running $200. Right at the end of the summertime, we got an electric bill for almost $700.
It's because you got the fucking ice box out there. It's like -40 year round.
I'm talking about in my main house. It's ridiculous. Thank God I have the means to pay it. Just think of these people on fixed incomes and stuff like that. You're gonna have old people dying of heat strokes and stuff like that.
They're gonna starve to death because unfortunately, Congress should only be paid the maximum amount of Social Security that you can get. That's it. And then they would start to understand that people are out here starving to death because the Social Security is not enough money to survive.
Oh, no. No.
And, these people can't afford food and they don't qualify for any benefits. So they're eating cat food and stuff like that. When you go to Walmart and you see a little old lady with a bunch of cat food and stuff, it's not always she's feeding it to her cat. They go home and eat that stuff because they can't afford fucking food. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. And then you give out fucking Social Security to so many people that don't deserve it. I actually have a client that gets a Social Security check because he's a fucking drunk. They pay him monthly because he drinks too damn much. So they support his drinking habit. He should not get that.
Well, I just watched the thing last week or so, Bamty. I think I talked about it. I mentioned it that, you had a homeless guy that was from Texas, moved to San Francisco, California. Why? Because in California over there, they gave the homeless man $600-something a month, plus he got a free phone, and plus I think he got $200 a month in food stamps. So this man's making $800 a month living in a tent, not doing shit, drinking and using drugs, and watching. He says, "Well, I just watch Netflix at night and on my phone." It's like, really? You're paying people to be fucking homeless now? Of course, you can't. That's the same thing with all this government stuff. I mean, if you keep giving these people money that they don't.
There's no incentive to stop.
Why would I go to? Why they want to go to work? If
Right.
he's happy
Why would they
living
go
in a
live in
tent.
a house? Because then they don't get no money.
Yeah. Why is he want to go to work? He's getting free shit and don't do nothing. He sits around all day and gets drunk. So that's.
See, Aaron, I kind of like that. I personally don't believe, besides the whole, Social Security thing, I would prefer if Congress was people like us that work for a living that came together on the weekends to make mutual decisions for everybody in the nation like ourselves. It should not be career politicians that are multi-millionaires that can be corrupted. It should be us caring about this nation. That's who should be setting the
Well,
Congress.
the people up in Washington, they don't care about this country. The only thing they care about is their power and staying in office and their money. That's the only thing that they care about. The power, most of it.
And then that Louisiana guy likes his weed.
Yeah, well, he's not elected yet. He's trying to get elected. Anyway, I got
elected burning flags in Louisiana.
I got this shirt in for the podcast here. It's on the Etsy store. And it's going to be the same one, Motor Cop Chronicles podcast, Etsy store. This shirt is in there. I think I have it now. I think it's only like $13. It's only white though, but it was good quality. I mean, it looks better than this. It's green screen, so it took out because she's green and stuff. But it came out really good. Like I said,
I got a question.
$13, and that's like not much. I mean, I'm not making a fortune. It's like pennies because I have to pay to have stuff on Etsy.
So I got a question for you. Would it cost more to put Motor Cops on the back and Liberty Freedom Whiskey on the front?
I know what happens if somebody don't watch or listen to both of them.
Would they will once they bought the damn shirt?
They might not buy it.
I don't know why they wouldn't listen to the other one.
I don't know.
Also, we're lovable guys.
I'll show it. It's for the other podcast. I did this Bluetooth speaker right here. Came in today.
So you could listen to us on the go.
And but it I tested it out, and I was actually way more impressed. I was way impressed with this thing. Bammy was like, damn, it's rechargeable. It's like super clear and super loud, and I was
you
way
can take
impressed.
us to the beach and listen to it
Yeah,
while you're
you can
relaxing in the
carry us
sun.
around, listen to our delicious voices. Portable. But it worked really good. I think I put these on there. I think it's $20 as I put it on there, and they actually had suggested that it was supposed to be $29 retail, and I said no. And
This is more about so you guys can get merch and
that
stuff
merch.
like that.
Put our logo out there and stuff like that. It's not for me to make money on. Like I said, I marked it down. Like I said, I think it's like I said. They said they said you sell something was $30, and I'm like I won't do it. But this little speaker right here is freaking awesome. I'm probably gonna order some more.
Put the Liberty Freedom Whiskey on one.
I'm gonna make
Shoot it
one.
to
I'm
me.
gonna make one with the Liberty Freedom Whiskey on it too. But I wanted to try it out first. It was real good quality and it sounds great. So other than that, I hope everybody has a good weekend. We're going to Fluffy's house. He made gumbo, and I'm hungry.
You're an asshole.
So I'm going to eat some
He eats all
gumbo.
this good food when I ain't there, and when I get there, he's like, "Let me take you to a Mexican restaurant so you can get poisoned."
Hold on a minute. You forget, and I'm older than you. We go to this Mexican restaurant, and it's called a margarita tower. It's this big tower thing of. It's like 84 ounces of margarita. And you have different flavors put on it. And we were talking on the phone. I sent him a picture of it before. And he's like, "Oh, when I come down, I need to go there." So I took him there, and now he bitched about it the whole time.
Well,
I did not know I didn't know he was allergic to Mexican food.
To be fair, the margaritas were fucking amazing. But apparently afterwards, my wife explained to me the shit that's in them. I'm not supposed to ingest because my stomach doesn't like it. So, yeah, the whole rest of the time, except for the day I left. The day I left, I felt fucking amazing. It's bullshit. But I still went. We did everything up there. Hey, what are you sipping on tonight? We didn't discuss any kind of whiskey.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot because I talked about it. Anyway. I should have brought the bottle in here. I forgot. It's a banana. I don't know the name of the company itself.
It's his own little concoction.
Now, if Pam would like to bring me the bottle, I'll show it to y'all. It's a delay. It's probably take her a second to hear it. Anyway, it's a banana flavored whiskey, and I know what you're thinking. Everybody's like, banana flavored whiskey. I thought the same thing. But they were doing free taste testing at the store, that Total Wine store they have. We went there and they had the free taste testing, and I said they had it, and I was like, "Well, sure, I'll fucking taste, the banana whiskey." And I got some, and I was like, very banana-y, and yummy. So I got I bought a bottle. It wasn't. I think it was only like $20 a fifth or something like that. And thank you. Anyway, this is it right here. It's Ellington Reserve banana flavored whiskey right here. That's what it looks like. It's a light whiskey. Now it is sweet. I'm not going. I mean, it's a sweet whiskey. I mean, it's 70 proof. It's not super strong. You could drink it neat if you want straight. It's really good. But what I decided to do was I was like, I mixed it with some peach pop, the peach crush. I just thought, I was like, what can I mix with it? So I bought the peach and tried it, and it is so delicious right here.
And we got to give a shout out to Brian. Brian Rogers is one of our followers. He's a great guy. He's actually going to be sending out some samples of some whiskey and stuff for us to review here on the podcast.
But let me finish. I ain't finished with the whiskey, my stuff.
Well, I want to go home and drink some of my damn self. I'm at work, Paul. I decided to call it a monkey butt. A peach monkey. I'm sorry. I called it. No, I'm confused. How much did I drink? I called it a Georgia monkey because of the Georgia peach and the banana for the monkey. I called it a Georgia monkey. Another listener I talked to about, he said his suggestion was we should call it a monkey butt because, women, they call it a peach butt, stuff like that. So, I don't know. We'll see what we're going to call it. Right now, I'm still calling it the Georgia monkey. But it's delicious. If you get a chance, try it. It's not a expensive bottle of whiskey, but when you mix it up, and it is good. Bam was even drank a whole glass of it. She don't even drink whiskey. So, go give that a try. And that's going to be the end of the show for tonight. Y'all go on. Are you still going over there with Robert? Yeah, we've been texting. So I'll go ahead and.
So y'all
what's the name of his podcast?
That's what I'm about to say. Y'all can go. I don't know if I'm gonna be home or not because I got a really busy weekend with extra duty work.
With the vice
making
president.
some money. No, negative. And but Holstera is going to be on the Louisiana Saturday Night podcast with Robert because his wife April is out of commission right now. So y'all go check him out. over there. I think they go live on Facebook. I know they go live on Facebook. I'm not sure if they go live on Rumble or not, but go check them out on Facebook if you want to watch the live show.
She's gonna come.
Louisiana Saturday Night Podcast. And anyway, everybody stay free, stay safe, don't comply, and we'll talk to y'all at least next week.
Love y'all. Have a great weekend.
We're out. Stay free. Never give in.